In this session, we are going to take up one more concept, that is mutable and immutable data types. A list value is a mutable data type. That means it can have values added, comma, removed, or changed. However, a string is immutable. That is, it cannot be changed. Trying to reassign a single character in a string results in type error. The proper way to mutate a string is to use slicing and add concatenation to build a new string by copying from parts of the old string. For example, if I have a name which have been assigned with a value, Zophai a cat, and I want to print that name, like having the old name as Zophai the cat, and then the new name is equal to, I am slicing now. Name is the variable, slicing between 0th index up to the less than the one number, that is the end index, now up to that end index. So that is 0 to 6. Then I want to concatenate the, then again start with the remaining characters. So how to do that? Suppose if you consider this, Z 0th index, O first, P second, H 3, I 4, E fifth one, and even the space is also included as a counted one. So space will going to be 6. So name is 0 to colon 7. That means I am retaining the Zophai with a space already. Then to this I am retaining that and assigning it to the new name. And then I am concatenating the string with another string, which is D. After that, again I am moving forward, that is space, that is the 8th one is the space. In this case, it is the 9th one. Then C, the 10th one, A, 8th is the space, 9th is the C, 10th is the A, 11th is the cat, 12 is not included. So what will going to be the new name? The new name will going to be Zophai the cat. So this will going to be the output. That means Zophai a cat is being assigned with the name variable, and Zophai the cat will going to be assigned with a new name, because I am printing name, old name, and also the new name here. When you are getting the explanation, we can see we use 0 to colon 0 colon 7 and 8 colon 12 to refer to the characters that we don't wish to replace. That means I want to I want to retain Zophai with a space and then space with a cat as it is. And only D has to be inserted. Notice that the original Zophai a cat string is not modified because strings are immutable. So that is the reason. This is the explanation for why the strings are immutable. So here, name, original name has remained same, that is Zophai a cat. And if I want to reassign, or if I want to change that, the variable of the Zophai a cat, if I want to change from Zophai a cat to Zophai the cat, I cannot do it. I cannot do in the name variable only. I have to reassign the new name and then I want to change. That is because basically the strings are not mutable. Mutable means which I can change. Immutable means it cannot be changed. Therefore, the strings will not going to be changed, and therefore it is called immutable type. Then, although a list value is immutable, the second line in the following code does not modify the list X. Suppose if you have X is equal to a list containing 1, 2, 3 are the values, and then again we have the X which is 4, 5, 6. Then print X. So what I will going to get the output? the output what I will going to get, it is 4, 5, 6. Because once you take the first variable as x, having the list value as 1, 2, 3, and again in the next line, you are taking the same variable name x with a different values of list, that is 4, 5, 6. So what it does is, it will rewrite the same x which has got 1, 2, 3 has been rewritten with 4, 5, 6. And once you print the x, it will going to print the latest value, not the old value. So that is the reason why 4, 5, 6 is coming here. The list value x isn't being changed here, rather an entirely new and different list value 4, 5, 6 is overwriting the old list value of 1, 2, 3. So this is actually what actually happens in the picture case. First you are assigning with the x value as 1, 2, 3. Then you are assigning one more x as 4, 5, 6. That means what happens? The 4, 5, 6 is coming here, and 1, 2, 3 has been overwritten on 4, 5, 6. Therefore, 1, 2, 3 is going out. Then if you print the x, only the one set of values, which is 4, 5, 6 is available in x. So that is the one which will going to be printed here. In the example, the list value that x ends up with is the same list value it started with. It's just that this list has been changed rather than overwritten. If you wanted to actually modify the original list, that means if I want the original list x only, I want to change it to 4, 5, 6. Then we need to do something like this. What exactly you want to do? First you delete all the values of the list containing that, and then later on you append it for the next one. Here you have x is equal to 1, 2, 3. First what I should do now? First you have x 1, 2, 3. Then in the next case you are coming 1, 2. That means instead of 3 you have 2 values now. That means I have deleted the third value of the index, that is 3 has been deleted. Then I am deleting the second one, 0, that is the first index, 0 and 1. And then in the last one, I am deleting the 0th index. So that is what? Del x2, del x1 and del x0. After that what I am doing? I am appending it. I will say the appending is x0 will going to have 4, x1 will going to have 4, 5, and x2 will going to have 4, 5, 6. So x append 4, x append 5, x append 6. So finally the output will going to be 4, 5, 6. So what it does it, you have only one single variable, and only that single variable which you are removing it and you are writing it again by considering 4, 5, 6. So this is the procedure what you are going to get. And in this case it is not overwriting, you are deleting all the lists and adding, and I am getting one more list. Therefore the lists are mutable. Changing a value of the mutable data type like that, what? The delete statement and append and method. Changing a value of a mutable data type like what? The del statement and append method changes the value in place since the variable values is not replaced with a new list value. The tuple, the next thing we're going to be considered is the tuple data type. Before that, we will try to execute how this will going to work in our program. So to do that, so first I will go for, in this, first I am going to consider name is equal to Zophai acat, name equals Zophai acat, then I want to print that. If I say print name, okay, now if you try to print, it will going to print Zophai acat again. So we got this. Now what I want to do now, I want to create a new name. So since I want to create a new name, so I will go for new name. Okay, I will say name 0:7. What I'm doing is I'm using slicing 0:7. Okay, name 0 colon 7. Then I will say plus, then I will say the, okay, then I will say name plus name colon 8 colon 12. Okay, now what I want to do, print new name. I will take this as old name itself, so that you are going to have two different. I will say old name. Here also I will say old name. Okay. Now name is, oh, here I need to change again, because the name which I have changed, here also I need to change that old name. Okay. Once you change the variable name, accordingly wherever it is there, you need to change it. So now if I try to print, you will be able to get two different values, Zophai a cat and Zophai a cat and Zophai the cat. So this is how it will going to be executed. If you try to assign with the step by step, you'll just go to this debug Python file. So first I will consider the old name as Zophai a cat. Then I want to print yes. Then new name will be Zophai the cat. New name is Zophai the cat. And then you want to print that also. You say Zophai the cat. So this is how it will going to be executed. So once you do that, now we will come to this. Here we have x. Come out of this. I will say x equals 1, 2, 3. Then I will use x equals 4, 5, 6. Then I will go to use print x. What exactly it is doing now? We will go to see that. So first I will go for debug Python file. So first it will assign the value of x as 1, 2, 3. You can see here x is taken as 1, 2, 3 now. Then again it comes to x is equal to 4, 5, 6. So what it does, it goes for 4, 5, 6. What it does is it will override the previous value of 1, 2, 3. So by the 1, 2, 3 is been replaced by 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I will going to print the x. That x what we want to print is 4, 5, 6. It won't print 1, 2, 3 because 4, 5, 6 is been replaced. The 1, 2, 3 has been replaced by the values of 4, 5, 6. That means it will going to override the value, override the previous value with the new values of 4, 5, and 6. So that is how it will going to be executed. Now if you want to do with the same thing for the same x, so to do that I will say x, okay, I will say delete del x2, del x2, okay. Then I will consider del x1, then del x0. Okay. Now if you try to print, it won't give anything, but it will simply comes out. Why? Because you just come to this x. So you are going to get 2. Then it will comes to 1, then x0, it won't, because all the now the list value of x has got nil. There is nothing in this. Now we will go for append dot x0. So you are going to get append dot x. I want to put the value now inside. Append, we'll say x dot append, the value is 0, I want to put the value now. I will say 4, and if you print, so it goes to this, x is equal to 1, 2, 3, del the second value of second index, that is 3. It will delete that. Then the first index, 2, will be deleted. Yes. Then the 0th index, that is the list what you have. Now you can see that x will not contain any value because it is empty now. So I will append now. Append is 4. So you will going to get x value as 4. Then I will say x dot append. I will take 5. Now if you try to print, okay, you will execute this. Take these values. So I have got till this. When you say 4, it is appended. Then it has to come to 5. So it will comes to 5. But here, since there is no print function, so you will not be able to get the output here. You will not be able to get. So then I will go for x dot append. You are going to get 6th value. So again you go to this. Then you will see the first 0th index. Then you have 4. Observe here. The 4 comes here. After that, the 5 will come to the next one. After 4 only, you will going to get 5. After this, you will going to get 6 now. 6 we will not be able to see because you are coming out of the final print. So this is how you will be able to execute the program. That is what you will going to get in the final. So changing the values of a mutable data type, like what the del statement and append method it takes, changes the value in place since the variable's values is not replaced with a new list value. So this is how you will be able to execute the program. In the next video, we will go to take up the tuple data type. Thank you.